What's good, Knicks family? Welcome back to Knicks and Ish. The New York Knicks just went out and won the NBA Cup, beating the Spurs 124 to 113, and the conversation tonight is already loud. OG Anunoby showed up in a major way. Jalen Brunson did what leaders do. Cat and Mitch controlled the glass, and the bench stepped up. Shout out to Jordan Clarkson and Tyler Kolek. But somehow, people are still mad. Mad about banners, mad about celebrating, just mad about winning. So tonight we break down what actually happened on the court, why this win matters, why the Knicks fans might be the greatest and the worst fan base in sports. And if you're here for box scores, facts, and real talk, you're in the right place. Let's get into it. Let's go, Knicks. Fraz is not here, so somebody got to do it. But you got to unmute yourself, sis.
That intro.
Mic check 1, 2.
Action!
Tell these rappers I'm outside, get them start acting up. Turning hoes to housewives, I'm cleaning the ratchet up. Do it off from boom back to melody rap. If they gon' put you in the box, then you might as well pack it up. Bars having bars, no cap, I'm Attica, you a precinct. How y'all competing when y'all just decent? Your rhyme efficiency's like logic simplicity. Don't tell me how much that you black, cause I don't see it. That's it. Welcome to Precinct.
Fuck the ball! Fuck everybody on the front! When we see you in the finals, bring that same energy, nigga!
Yo.
He's going to do it. He's going to do it.
I have to. I've been missing in action for a couple of days. Unfortunately, the flu is going around.
Well,
But
we have
you
to
already
have
know
you
the
back.
bribery. It's your favorite panel. It's time to talk that Knicks and Ish. I'm your boy, the infamous one, Knickerbocker Avenue. Joined, as always, including, but not limited to, the First Lady of Knicks and Ish, the one and only Mrs. Knicks. And, of course, you already know what he is.
He's the
Spark plug.
Yeah, he's a spark plug. Tea Time, our lovable host. We will be joined by our co-host Kev Rodriguez in due time. The New York Knicks are your 2025 Emirates NBA Cup champions. They did it in a very wonderful. There it is. There it is, folks.
That's a fire-ass picture.
That's a fire picture. And you can tell why they're happy. They all just got paid. They got paid $500,000 each and every one of them. They did it.
The winners get 500.
500,000.
$500,000. There you go.
Yeah.
That'll make me happy too. But let's do a little housework. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. If this is your first time, please share it as always. Karen. We appreciate each and every one of you. We on our way to 1,000 subscribers. If you haven't already done so, do so, please. Hit up the Knicks and Ish Shopify. It's right there. We got some fire merch. We got the Fire Brunson. We got the Bodega Cat. We got the Garden Certified. We got a bunch of new stuff, and we got more shit coming down just in time for the holidays. Tea Time and I will be working on some additional things. And panel, how are we feeling?
Shout out to everybody in the comments section. Big shout out to y'all. I mean, King was good. It was good. Kevin was good. We see y'all. Darlene in the building for sure. Yeah, I mean,
Big Daddy Pring.
Yeah, I'm not calling no other grown man.
Michael Pringle.
Yeah,
I'm just reading what's on the pen. I'm not.
Yeah, Mike was good, my boy. Uncle Paulie. Pause. Police is in the building. Be on your best behavior.
Be on your best behavior.
Mr. Knicks tape, we see you. Shout out to everybody here. But yeah, so like my guy Knickerbocker have said the Knicks are your 2025 Everest Cup champions. In a game that was exciting and frustrating all the same. Uh, the refs was pissing me off. You know, they
Pissing
weren't
us
letting.
off.
Yeah, for sure. They weren't letting our guys be aggressive while letting the Spurs be as aggressive as they wanted to be. But shout out to the Spurs, man. They put up some fight tonight. They led most of the game. But I think experience in being in these kind of situations let out the night coming down the stretch. Execution when it mattered the most. And that New York heart and grit was what led us to this W. Uh, but before, I don't want to be too long winded, but before I get more into my shit, you know what I mean? I want to check the panel's temperature about this win tonight. We're going to talk more about what I got to preface this because I know we be everywhere. We're going to talk more about what meaning the winning the cup means and the banning situation. So if you can, please refrain from jumping ahead. You know what I mean? Jimmy J1 in the building. What's good, my geyser? But yeah, sis, take it away.
Whew. We the champions right now. That's it. We the motherfucking champions. Everybody on Prime had us losing except Steve Nash. Now take that. Take that.
Bang! It's good.
Keep sleeping. We want you to keep sleeping on us. Because you know what the Knicks did? As frustrating as it is, the Knicks kept the Spurs at arm's reach and attacked when they needed to. That's the experience that we got from last year's playoff run. People forget, yes, San Antonio's talented. Castle is a fucking beast. Wembanyama is an alien, like Knickerbocker Ave says. But they're young. They're inexperienced.
Yeah.
We let them think they had the game. We kept it at arm's reach. And at the end of the day, we did what needed to be done. We attacked at the right time. And guess what? It wasn't our fucking starters. It was everyone else. Everything we say here on Knicks and Ish. We are a multifaceted team. Anyone can attack on any given night. And tonight it was JC. And tonight it was motherfucking Tyler Kolek, the game of his damn NBA life. And Mitch. Those three brought us back, had us take the lead, and then our starters did what our starters do. Brought it home. So yeah, we the motherfucking champions. And guess what, Knicks fans? We deserve this shit. And hold on one second, because I forgot my stat. 27 assists that win basketball games.
Facts. Yeah, yo, nigga, Pucker have talk to me.
Ladies and gentlemen, it hasn't been said in a long time. The last time the word champions was actually ever utilized with the New York Knicks was 2012 when we won the Atlantic Division. And then the only other time we were champion where it mattered, 1999 Eastern Conference champions. Before that, 94. Before that, the 1973 world title. Be grateful. Be happy. This may not mean something to y'all yet because this is only the third cup ever played. But Los Angeles celebrated theirs when they won theirs. Milwaukee won theirs when they won theirs. We should do the same. And the biggest difference between the two is because both those organizations have won world championships beforehand. They're used to winning this. This is not something we're used to doing in terms of the New York Knicks. So be grateful. Be happy. But more importantly, be proud. Be proud of the tenacity. Be proud of the effort. Be proud in what the performance that this team exuded against a very formidable foe. because usually when we're on here, we're talking about games where against teams that either have an excuse of injuries or has this or has that or they ain't shit. And no, we beat a very good, formidable San Antonio Spurs team that not 2 nights ago handed the defending NBA champion Oklahoma City Thunder their second loss of the season. And the Knicks tonight, playing from behind a lot during this game, fought tooth and nail. We're fighting the refs, fighting Wembanyama's freaking crazy reach and incredible height, because this dude is not fucking human. I swear, this dude is not freaking human. And honestly, I'm happy. But I also recognize that the NBA Cup is not the championship that we all want. It's a stepping stone, as our captain has been saying. It's a stepping stone. But we will talk about that, going forward. 1 down, 2 to go. We have 2 more trophies to win this season. And I'm ready for the other 2.
Yeah, tonight was good. It was good stuff. I was in the chat with the panel, and I was giving some of my players some grief, and I have never been more happier to be wrong. I was giving Jordan Clarkson hell in the chat. He was pissing me off. He was being super missing assignments defensively, missing shots, and he came out in that second half, namely the fourth quarter, and was cooking on both ends of the floor. Steals, hitting 3-pointers. It was great work from Jordan Clarkson. But I'm most proud of Tyler Kolek tonight. I think there's not a panel in the Knicks verse that had more hope and seen more upside in Tyler Kolek than this one here. We've been talking Tyler Kolek's praises since we seen him in like his first summer league game. We've been telling you, like, once he gets some consistent times, this kid could be really good. And tonight he showed it and stepped up in one of the biggest game of the season, right, thus far. And he stepped up and showed out on both ends of the court. It's not just the offensive end. I like what he was doing defensively. And it was good to watch. We also got to talk about, Mikal Bridges being benched in the fourth. People was speculating that it was an injury. I saw for what it was. He didn't have it tonight. He didn't have it offensively, and that Castle kid was cooking him on the other end. Absolutely smoking Mikal Bridges. And that's not something we normally used to seeing. He couldn't match him physically, and it seemed like he was just a tad bit too fast for Mikal tonight. And Tyler was playing really good basketball. And we needed another ball handler. Pause. That's crazy. We needed somebody else to bring the ball up court besides JB, because they were trying to, smother him while he bring the ball up the court. And shout out to Coach Brown for making that adjustment. These are the things that we complained about, some of the things we complained about Coach Tibbs last season not doing, making the adjustment when it needed to be made. And that was a big adjustment. Those were big adjustments that help us get the W. Excuse me. So, after I said my little spiel, my question to the panel is, what stood out most from tonight's win? Was it the stars, or was it the balance that brought the Knicks to the W? Yeah.
It was a balance. I think, OG did OG things. He carried us through that first half. So definitely, he was he was it. But I feel like, most of the game, our starters struggled with their starters. And so, in that end of the third, going into the fourth, our bench picked it up and, did what we needed them to do and what we here on this panel know that they're very capable of. We were in our group chat during the game, frustrated as hell with like T-Time said, Jordan Clarkson, Josh Hart. We like, what the hell's going on? Like, come on, y'all, not this game. Don't do it in this game. And it was almost like they heard us and it clicked in that third and fourth quarter. But I mean, I say it show after show after show. This team is not a one-man show. This team is talented from top to bottom. And so where one may struggle, like Macau struggled today, someone else picks up. And that's what's dangerous about this team. So it definitely was a mix.
I think it goes without saying. You look at just some of these statistics going up and down, up and down the statistics. Points in the paint, rebounding.
I'm sorry to cut you off. My bad. Can one of y'all two, because I can't work the button, get him up out of here?
Got you. I was about to do it anyway.
I just want to say this. If you're new here, we are not thirsty for subscribers. Be respectful or get blocked. We don't care. I don't care about subscribers that much that I'm going to let y'all disrespect anybody on this panel. I don't care. So if you new here, enjoy the content and be respectful because we will block you. I'm not thirsty for subscribers. I don't care. We're going to get it there. We're going to get there the right way. My bad, Knickerbocker Ave. Do your thing.
You know what? I'm going to just do it myself. That motherfucker can eat a dick straight up and down. Like, for real. Frank Stan is open. We opening it right now. We were going to open it later on in the show, but he can eat a dick now. All right? Back to our regular.
Just so y'all know, girl having a deep voice is sexy.
Yeah. That's true. Anyways, back to our regular scheduled program. You have to look at the statistics. Points in the paint, rebounding, especially the offensive rebounding. I think the Knicks had 52 second chance points throughout the night. Keeping San Antonio off balance. They weren't able to to run their offense the way they want to because they like to run up and down the court as well. They like to to push their tempo and play their style of basketball. They weren't able to do that too often. If they were playing in the half court set, they would. But if you had to deal with with a monster like what up, Ryan? You had to deal with a monster like Mitchell Robinson. Kind of hard to do that. Even I don't care how tall Wembanyama is. You're not gonna out rebound the offensive rebounding monster that is Mitchell Robinson. That's just how it is. This is fact of life. Maybe one day. But shout out to Mitchell Robinson. He does what Mitchell does. I think you guys already mentioned it. Tyler Kolek and Jordan Clarkson being the spark plugs off the bench, being those guys that that needed to get us will us into victory. They basically did because the Stars kept us in the game. They willed us into it, and I think in our group chat, I think I was saying it's like, look, fourth quarter, we need stops, and who's giving us the stops? Jordan Clarkson, Tyler Kolek, Mitchell Robinson, those guys. OG Anunoby is doing what OG Anunoby does. And then there were even moments where Captain Brunson, the very guy that we said that people say, oh, he can't play a lick of defense. He was blocking shots. He was getting, he was swiping the ball and getting steals. He was causing, headaches for guys like Vassell. And man, this was an all-around great team victory. Trophy or no trophy. But the fact that sweet part that that they do end up winning the NBA Cup, which I lovingly have been calling it the NBA Sippy Cup for the last 2 years. It is what it is now. The New York Knicks, 2025, the third ever Emirates NBA Cup in-season tournament champions. Congratulations to our team. Congratulations to our fan base. I'm happy. I know everybody here is happy. And what does that say? Yeah, probably.
But let's just be honest, like, there's so much hype around this cup because the Knicks were in it. Let's be for real, right? Like, that's the reason why the views have been up. That's the reason why Vegas sound like MSG West. That's the reason why San Antonio had to pay for their fans to come and watch and celebrate when we do it for free.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Yo, I want to say this. Oh, my
How
fault,
much
Jack.
money they gonna make off of this shit and be like, oh.
Yeah. I want to say this too, right? The Spurs not starting Wembanyama today was some of the most pussiest things I've ever seen in my life. That was pussy. Like, why? There's no sound reason you have for not starting him in this game. There's no sound reason. I understand he just came back from an injury, but he started the last game.
He didn't.
He didn't start the last game?
He didn't even play really in the first half last game. They psyched OKC out.
Oh, so they thought they were gonna try to do the same shit to us, huh? Didn't work, because you know what? We got somebody named Mitchell Robinson that's been punking this dude since he came in the league. Y'all remember that first game at MSG? Oh, it was the I remember it because it was the coronation of Wembanyama. It was the coronation. I remember the pageantry behind it, everything. Wembanyama. Oh my God. It was just, the Wembanyama show. He's coming to the Garden. And I'm like, this is the most disrespectful shit I've ever seen on my television. And Mitchell Robinson and the former Nick Hartenstein put the clamps on this young man. And for the most part of tonight, it was the same thing. You know what he scored? 18, 7 for 17 from the floor. And a lot of that had to do with Mitch. Cat played some good defense on him tonight too in spurts. And they threw OG in there a little bit to mix things up.
Josh Hart.
And Josh Hart. It was a great team collective effort in guarding Wembanyama. We know that the kid he's special. You know what I mean? He's special. You know, one of one. You feel me? He's a one of one. But when you got Mitch Robinson, who's also a one of one, the best offensive rebounder in the league, hell of a defender, rim protector. You feel me? You know, when we feel like passing the ball, a lob threat, you feel me? We got a one-on-one too. And he showed that tonight. Because like Knickerbocker Ave said, it don't matter if you 7-4. Mitch gonna get that offensive rebound. It ain't nothing you could do about it. I don't care how tall you are. It's like Mitch the first half. It's like Mitch the first half was kind of like figuring it out again, like how I'm gonna get rebounds over this tall dude. And then in the second half, it was a done deal. Second chance opportunity after second chance opportunity after second chance opportunity, courtesy of Mitchell Robinson and the rest of the guys. We did what we were supposed to do tonight. Before I move on, if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that like button. If you're new here, subscribe to the YouTube channel. You know what I mean? Sharing is always caring. You know what I mean? Like my guy Knickerbocker Ave always said, we on the road to 1,000 subscribers. You feel me? Each subscriber helps. Cop some merch and all that other good shit. But what you said, sis? Unmute yourself.
My bad. Before we move on, because it's kind of like on the same topic we were just on, let me play this real quick.
OG Anunoby, Tyler Kolek, Jordan Clarkson, Mitchell Robinson, they play their ass off tonight. Now, without them, we don't win this shit. We don't win this. They play their ass off tonight, so, yeah.
Yeah.
That answered your question right there.
Yeah. No, I'm laughing because Fluke
Cursing
just
on
texted me
national
something
TV
bad
is crazy.
funny.
And it's on Prime. It's not like it's on network television. I mean, come on,
Yeah.
bro.
But
You can curse a
still,
little bit.
but still, you know, you don't want, you just want that money. You don't want to have to give none of it back.
He's a billionaire.
Now Fluke is mad funny. He was talking about Big Fair Breezy. It's mad funny. He said, he feel like Ash right now, which is bad. But
He like, I should have not left the Knicks.
yeah, for sure. All right, but moving along, the Knicks is still kind of on. We still on the game for sure. The Knicks shot 38% from 3 tonight on 40 attempts. Are we officially comfortable with the 3-point volume, or this was just a product of Wembanyama being around, so we had to take what we was given? Knickerbocker Ave.
I think that the 3-point volume, I can live with it if we're still winning. Obviously, I mean, obviously, I would prefer that if our percentages were at least closer to 40, if not over 40. Not 40 shots, 40%. But if the Knicks are, if they're mixing in, quality looks, from the outside and the interior in the paint, I'm perfectly fine with the with whatever number we come up with, as long as it's still producing victories. So if it works, don't change it.
Sis.
I still think 40 is a lot, but I think if it's not 40 forced, I'm okay with it. You know what I mean? Like, if it's in the flow of the game, it's not forced, it's not every shot. We still killed them points in the paint with Wembanyama playing 56-44. So we were taking it into the paint. I think we were taking what they were giving us. You know what I mean? Like, you want to leave OG open in the corner, then your scout didn't do their job, because he's a beast right there, right? You want to leave Josh kind of open at the end of a game when we need a 3, go right ahead. He's going to take it. To me today, nothing seemed really forced. They played the game the way it's supposed to go. You go with the flow of the game. You give what defenses give you. And like I said, we're a team that can make threes. Although we're not Golden State, we're not going to, hit them at a high volume. But as long as it's not forced and it's in the flow, I'm okay with it. Hey, Frank.
Frank was good, my geyser. But yeah, I agree. If we take 43 pointers and we shoot in 38%, I could live with that. I also feel like this team is coming to a point where they gauge the game, and their 3-point percentage kind of goes as the game goes. Like, I did 3-point attempts goes as the game goes. We took a lot of really good shots tonight. A lot of really good wide open looks, due to dribble penetration pause and clean kickouts and second chance opportunities on kickouts, things of that nature. We did take some tough ones, and none. OG on that 3 in Wemby face, that was tough. He's a 7'4" guy with super duper long arms, like the longest arms you probably ever seen in your life. And
you mean this one?
Him too.
Yeah, hit him with a jab step.
Anunoby got a 3.
Hold that.
Yeah, that's
I didn't
7
get
feet
the video
4.
of it, but Tyler hit one on his ass today
That's a
too.
fact.
But that's still 7'4" with like
Plus hands.
9 feet long fucking arms.
I think he got a 10-foot wingspan for sure. I think
Insane.
Yeah. Pause. But this is what we used to say back in the day on a shot like that. Item. Item.
In your eye, bro.
Yep.
Right? But yeah, I just think we, from game to game basis, we just taking the shots that are good looks. If they're letting us get to the cup, we're going to the cup. If they're letting us take 3-point shots, we're taking 3-point shots when they're good looks. Yeah,
Take it to the cup, bro. We didn't take it to the cup. We took the cup.
I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
But you know what? In seasons past, playing Wemby, the Knicks looked scared to take it into the paint. Today, I didn't see that. You know, he altered a couple of shots, like Tyler, like didn't go up for like a little floater when he was kind of open, and then when Wembanyama was right there. But for the most part, the Knicks didn't back down from him being in that paint, and I love that, right? Because he's tall, yeah, but he ain't a big body. He ain't about to push you around and bully you. You know what I mean? Take it to him. He ain't built for contact either. So
with that being said, like, I agree, because Mitchell Robinson usually don't go up with the rebound after he get it. So you can kind of tell that it was like a point of emphasis. Yo, he there, but so what? Because he went up a few times. He got his shit swatted. But we don't really see Mitch go up like that with the offensive board as much as we did tonight. Usually he turns to look for the pass. And tonight he tried to dunk it a few times. So I guess that was a point of emphasis. Like, yeah, he there. He might block it, but like, go at son. And we definitely did that. We definitely
and even like Mitch blocking him out. You taller, but you can't move Mitch.
And the funniest thing to see is before the game, they showing all these videos of him pushing somebody half of Mitchell Robinson's size, like trying to get position and stuff like that. And I was looking like, that's not gonna work on Mitch. That's not gonna work on Mitch. I don't know what that guy. Far be it for me to call somebody small, because obviously I'm 5'5". I'm short. But that little guy you pushing and trying to push around compared to Mitch, that's two different things. That's two different
and the
things.
fact that Prime had him doing 3+ blocks and he got 2.
Oh yeah, Udonis Haslem, you big fucking hater. Oh, I've never been more sure about anything in my life. I've never been more sure. This is the surest thing that's going right now. He gonna get 3 blocks and got 2. He got 2, and I think they both was.
You just made people lose a whole lot of money, bro.
Yo, but the thing is, speaking of that, before we get into the next thing, speaking of talking about the commentators and the telecast tonight, I am so fucking happy. I ain't gotta see these fools for a while. Oh my god! But I will give.
I think the game against Philly is on Prime.
Yeah, we got one on Friday with Philly.
No,
I think we got like 10 more games at least on Prime.
It's terrible, bro.
Yo, it's awful. Aside from D Wade is doing a phenomenal job. I give D Wade his credit. It was good. I give D Wade his credit. He's the only person that I actually enjoy talking about basketball on Prime. I hate.
And he still has no personality.
Nah, he got a little personality. He does.
It's terrible.
But he keeps me. I guess it's because of the company he keeps.
It's because he's the best out of all of them.
Because Stan Van Gundy is fucking trash. Oh, he's so fucking horrible. And in the halftime, in pregame and halftime crew, trash. Except for Taylor Rooks. I love looking at that woman. Oh my God. She's the best thing that happened to Prom. Taylor Rooks. But anyway, besides Taylor Rooks and D Wade, fire everybody. Fucking. Yeah, then you got Adam Silver on the end. Oh, y'all doing such a great job. Y'all had such great chemistry. You don't got no chemistry. You the chemistry between a rock and a mountain. That's what it is. Like, that's all it is. Too fucking is boring. Then you got fucking Udonis Haslem country ass trying to bring the old country charm to that shit is garbage. Garbage. I'm not trying to hear a motherfucking perennial role player and spend more time on the fucking bench not getting up than actually playing the fucking game. Try to tell people what to do to win. You didn't help nobody win nothing. It was D Wade, it was Bosh, and it was LeBron. I could have helped that team win a championship. 5'5", 2 bad knees. Put me in there right now with the fucking Miami Heat that won them championships. I could have helped them niggas win a championship. And you had Shaq and D Wade. Was he on there with Shaq and D Wade? I think he was there too.
Yes, he was.
You had Shaq and D Wade. I could have helped that team win. They could have had me, Mrs. Knicks, and Knickerbocker Ave on that team, on those teams, and they still would have won a fucking championship. I don't want to hear nothing Udonis Haslem has to say unless he's talking about how to be a good bench player. You know, this is the way that you be a productive bench player on the end of the bench and how you get a check until you 40-something by being a great practice player. That's the only thing I want to hear that motherfucker talk about. I'm sorry, y'all. It wasn't even supposed to go that far, but it did. It happened. I hate watching basketball on Prime. It is the most. It's the least enjoyable watching experience I've ever had as a basketball fan. I'm sorry, Mr. Nick.
I hated Barkley and Shaq, but I hate this shit. It's boring. It's like, it's a drag, to be honest. Because one, they're Knicks haters. Like, clearly Knicks haters. But then they have no personality. You're sitting there like, am I talking to like a professor who doesn't know who the fuck I am, doesn't really know nothing but what's written in a book, and they're just throwing up facts or like, what they think is facts.
They're super knowledgeable. No, don't get right. Well, most of them. You feel me? I want to hear from everybody except for Udonis Haslem, because all those guys were game changers. Blake Griffin, game changer. Steve Nash, game changer. Nowinski, game changer.
Shout out to Nash. He the only one had us winning today.
Yeah. And then you got Udonis Haslem, perennial fucking bench player, warm-up guy. But yeah, so outside of that, they're boring as shit. Oh my God, they're boring. And as much money as fucking Amazon got, why is there always audio problems? I turn on the game and I'm reading lips. I turn on to watch the pregame show and I'm fucking reading lips. It's Amazon. It's one of the biggest companies in the whole entire world. And y'all got fucking audio equipment from Radio Shack.
Yeah.
You got audio equipment from Radio Shack. It's nasty work. It's nasty work. I hate I'm so mad that I gotta watch Knicks basketball again on Prime on Friday. I thought I was done. I was happy about winning the cup, and I was equally as happy not having to watch Knicks basketball on Prime. And then Knickerbocker Ave rains on my fucking parade. Tell me we got the game on Prime on Friday. But anyway, moving along. Right? So, we just won the cup. We all said it was going to happen. We knew it was going to happen at the beginning of the whole cup tournament shit. We been saying it was going to happen. Watch what happens when the Knicks win the cup, right? The question is, why does us celebrating winning the Everest Cup bother so many people? Just talk to me.
I think anything New York bothers people. If anything sports that's New York bothers every other fan base. They just love to hate us. And I understand. I mean, I would want to be from New York too if I was y'all. Like, we can't help that we're New Yorkers. I think that's what bothers them, that they're not from the best city in the world. that they can't cheer for the best teams in the world, that they have trash-ass teams or trash-ass franchises that don't put money into their team or stuff like that. That's what I think, because nothing else makes sense, right? The Knicks haven't won shit in 52 years. Why do people hate us? I don't understand. We ain't been valid since maybe Melo, and people sometimes don't even count that. Maybe Patrick Ewing. We ain't been valid since Patrick Ewing. I was a motherfucking teenager. Ain't even have a kid. My daughter's grown now. We ain't been valid, but y'all don't want us to celebrate a win. Y'all mad that we're valid again. Y'all mad that people want to come to New York and play. And y'all mad that people coming to New York taking less money to play. That's the only thing that makes sense, is that they just hate New York, because the Knicks ain't been valid for them to hate us.
Knickerbocker.
How can I say this delicately? The reality of why people hate New Yorkers is because they are very much well aware New York is the center of the universe. Everything happens here. Birthplace of hip hop, birthplace of fashion, birthplace of industry, birthplace of pretty much everything else. May I also add, birthplace of the greatest of all time, Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Birthplace of the greatest hip hop artist ever known, Jay-Z, Notorious B.I.G., Tupac Shakur. I can go on and on and on. New York is the epicenter of everything. And yes, us New Yorkers have a tendency to sometimes come off a little bit arrogant. We apologize. Don't necessarily mean it. But unless you're actually from here, you won't ever know what it is to be from here. Because when we're done beating up on each other, we're then going to beat up on y'all. When you're not around, we're back to beating up on each other. That's just how it is. If you used to live in New York City in the 90s, you couldn't look in certain directions because New Yorkers have that built up animosity towards ourselves, each other. That's how it is. When it comes to sports, here's the problem that I see most sports fans in terms of New Yorkers. You can't argue with a New Yorker, a real New Yorker. Why? Because a real New Yorker is not only street smart, they're book smart, and they're knowledgeable, they're passionate, and they will argue you till you're blue in the face, no matter how fucking right you could be, no matter how wrong we could be, you're not winning. Uncle Paulie, you're absolutely right. It's a slogan now, but it's been that way forever, for as long as I've been alive. I've been alive 44 years. It's been New York versus everybody. I get it. I understand it. I sympathize. But I'm going to keep on doing it. Why? Quite easily and very simply fact. I'm a New Yorker and I'm entitled. Bye.
I think, like Sis said, this win bothers everybody because it's us. It's like watching people lose their favorite punching bag. It's like, damn, we can't laugh at them as much anymore. They're good. They're good at basketball now, so we can't laugh as much. But here's the crazy part, right? Because they're mad about, you heard everybody, if the Knicks win, watch them celebrate like they won the NBA championship. But if we lost, y'all would have died of laughter. Oh, it'd have been so much laughter. Oh, look, they can't even win the Everest Cup. They don't ever win. That would have been the theme. But now that we win, they acting like they won the championship. No, we not. Somebody has to win. Somebody has to win. Why not us? You feel me? If it was made to be won, so we won it. Why not us? I get it. You know, Hove got a song. Since my guy Knickerbocker Ave mentioned Jay-Z, Hove got a song, and it started off. Some people hate it. Boom, boom, to boom, boom, boom. Some people hate it. All rough and rugged while addressing the mass public. My attitude was fuck it because motherfuckers love it. Got a chip on my shoulder the size of the golden nugget. Yeah, that's the vibes. That's the fucking vibes we bringing. You feel me? Because y'all haters, right? Now, the second thing about, this whole Everest Cup thing is the banner situation. My guy, Knickerbocker was speaking. He spoke on it a little bit earlier. And my question is this. If other franchises would hang the banner without hesitation, why wouldn't the Knicks? And before I let y'all go, I've seen several shows and podcast hosts say that they hope we lose so we don't hang the banner. Why is it different from us? And then the other two previous teams that won the cup and hung their banners. Sis, I think Knickerbocker went first last time. Yeah.
So I posted something on X earlier, and I think Facebook too. And I said, if you're a Knicks fan and you want us to lose today, we not on the same level. We just not on the same level. Because I don't want to lose any game. Fuck the cup. Fuck everything else. I don't want to lose no games. But I heard someone on social media say they don't want us to win because history said, I think Knickerbocker posted it. History shows that whoever wins the cup doesn't win the NBA championship. But why we can't be the first ones to do it? Why can't we be the first ones to do it?
Only two people before us. That's not real.
It's not like 50 years of this shit. Why we can't be the first ones to do it? So no, I want to win the cup. I want to win Eastern Conference champions, and I want to win the chip. And guess what? This team can do it. I absolutely, wholeheartedly believe this team can do it. So if you're a podcaster, whatever else on social media, and you wanted the Knicks to lose from Knicks and Ish, especially Knicks, fuck you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Frank stand is now open.
Jalen Brunson.
Here you go. Free of charge, you hater.
Eat a dick.
For sure. Oh, my bad. Frank stand is officially open.
It's officially open, folks. Listen, there is precedent behind this. I'm going to start off by that. In Madison Square Garden, there are not just world championships that are being hanging in terms of championship banners hanging at Madison Square Garden. Y'all know, on one side is the Knicks. On the other side, it's the Rangers. There is something called the President's Cup Trophy that is awarded to the team who has the best regular season, whatever that you need to qualify for that trophy. Last I checked, the New York Rangers have a banner that says President's Cup Trophy winner. I don't recall ever reading a newspaper article, watching a podcast, listening on ESPN radio, or anywhere for that matter, of anyone having a single freaking problem with that. Okay, fair enough. Other precedent is, in Major League Baseball, we all know the Yankees have 27 World Series titles. What you don't see at Yankee Stadium is the 41 American League pennants or the, I think it's like 17 or 18 division titles, or however many times they won the wild card. You don't see that at Yankee Stadium because obviously they have more than enough world titles to supplement. But if you just go across the river over to to Citi Field, they do have theirs. Every time they won the wild card, every time that they won some kind of a participation trophy, and other organizations do that, like the Milwaukee Brewers, the Houston Astros, this team, that team. There's always something wrong when it comes to us, the New Yorkers, when we want to kind of do, have that same, the same qualifications, the same rights, the same liberties, the same everything. We're, you hate us so damn much, but now you want to hold us to a different standard that, that just doesn't exist. Because this is the third ever NBA Cup, now you want to say, well, it doesn't mean anything. Why? Because the Knicks just won it? You didn't say shit when Milwaukee won it. Not a peep when the Milwaukee Bucks won theirs, and then they put up their banner. Not a peep when the Los Angeles Lakers, who, mind you, are 17-time world champions, and look, they won their first one, and it's right there.
I love the receipts.
And I understand, maybe for you, maybe change is not good for you, and you're not ready to accept that the NBA Cup is going to be a thing and it's going to be around and whatever. And it may not mean shit to you. You know what? Respect to you. You don't have to. I am in no way saying that this replaces Larry O'Brien. Not at all. At the end of the day, this is what I want.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that we won the NBA Cup, I'm celebrating it. Why? Because for right now, at this very juncture, on December 17th, 2025, I can say with absolute certainty, and every single person who wears orange and blue, who goes to work tomorrow, goes on that subway or on those buses or on those freaking freeways, and they're all going to work tomorrow. They're going to be wearing their Knicks hat tomorrow. They're going to be walking a little bit prouder. Why? Because at this very juncture on December 17th, 2025, the New York Knicks are the best team in the NBA right now. Tomorrow? Okay, we'll talk about tomorrow. But tonight, y'all can all eat, you know what?
Yeah, to Knickerbocker Ave's point, we got Eastern Conference banners. We got banners for winning the Atlantic Division. Like, those are not championship banners, but they're the Garden. You feel me? When you look up, you know these things. We got Atlantic Division champions, or whatever the case may be. You feel me? Like, all that stuff is up there. And I don't get why it would be any different from us than the other two teams for hanging their banners. I understand, it's been a long Larry O'Brien drought, but still, if there's something to be won, you want to win it, and you be proud of winning it, because somebody has to win it. And that's just my thing. Somebody has to win it. Why not us? Why not be proud of what you accomplished? And for like Sis said, for those people I saw saying they hope we didn't win just so we don't hang the banner up in the Garden, don't call yourself a Knicks fan. Don't call yourself a Knicks fan. I want to win a regular weekday game that has nothing involved with it. I'm not going to never wish my team to lose a game. I remember even still when we were bad and it was lotto implications on us winning and losing, I still wanted to win. It's not in me to want to lose ever. I don't want to lose nothing. I already explained this. My kid has a hard time with me playing checkers. I just don't like losing. I don't like losing ever. You feel me? And I teach winners over here. We teach. I teach winners over here. We don't teach losing. That's why I'm happy she's growing up in this era of Knicks fandom. So she could understand what it feels like to win. Because my very start of being a Knicks fan was when we were winning. So for anybody to sit there, and they were adamant, oh, I hope we lose. I hope we lose. I don't want to see them raise that fucking banner. Like, dog, it's a win. It's a win. I don't get why that's a thing, right?
And why not be happy for the guys? Like, they're happy. They're happy and look at this. Look how proud and happy they all look. Not only the bench guys, even the starters. Come on, man. Let them enjoy this. They deserve this.
Yeah, drop some confetti on them. Facts.
They deserve this. And like I was telling my homeboys after the game, this is a team that has not fully meshed yet. This is a good point of, okay, this is where we're at in December. We've been playing, what, a month and a half? You know what I mean? We haven't even hit the peak of our potential as a team. This is a good starting point.
And we still missing two really good bench players.
Hello?
Two really good bench players.
And not for nothing, our starters ain't played that well today.
And I was looking, I said, yo, like halfway through the second quarter, I was like, man, this game would look a lot different if Deuce was here. You know what I mean? And not to mention if we had Shamit, you know what I mean? But Tyler stepped it up, and you know, all due respect to him. You know what I mean? But I just feel like the game would look a lot different. Whatchamacallit? Before we
especially with the defense on Castle.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. I don't know. I don't know if I'd have been in love with that matchup. Castle's like a solid 6'7".
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like,
it would have been a problem.
Yeah,
but on a game where Mikal was struggling, Deuce could be a pest. At least a help pest.
I think Deuce, while Castle was on the perimeter, I think Deuce could give him problems there. But if he turned that corner and start getting towards the cup, there's nothing he could do with him. He's too strong and too big. You know what I mean? Pause. So, yeah, I wouldn't have been in love with that matchup. But I just think there's other matchups on De'Aaron Fox. He could have guard Fox.
Mm-hmm.
I think you would have gave Fox fits. You know what I mean? And then not to mention, we already had a great shooting day. Imagine if we had another great shooter. You feel me? Yeah, for sure. You saw my boy Josh was like,
he got to recoup all that lost money from his watches.
Yeah.
How much did he lose? What, $87,000 or something like that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it begs the question, right? Everything that we just said. At what point are Knicks fans allowed to enjoy winning again? It seems like we're miserable even when we win. Like even back to last year in the playoffs, there were Knicks fans complaining about being successful. Oh, but we shouldn't have went this far with this team. Oh, this team almost beat us. Like, yo, just be happy with the W. Like, at what point can we enjoy? Not we. Well, at what point, as Knicks fans as a whole, including the miserable ones, can enjoy winning again? I don't know who went last time. My bad.
I went first.
Knickerbocker.
At what point can we start enjoying winning again?
Yeah.
That's kind of a tough question.
Sis already answered.
Never. Kind of hard to argue that one, but I'm going to try. The reality is that we can. First of all, I've been a fan since 1989. I've never seen an NBA championship. So this is turned into almost like an AA meeting. I am Angel and I'm a Knickaholic. And the reality is, since I have not seen the Larry O'Brien, aside from this, this miniature version of it, I would love to. I have to enjoy the good things about my fandom, just like everyone else has. When you made the decision to become a Knicks fan, you made an emotional investment in the highs and the lows. And we already know about the lows. We spent 20, 25, 30 years in the lows. From the Isaiah Thomas, Scott Layden, Phil Jackson, Carmelo Anthony, Stephon Marbury, Mike D'Antoni, Derek Fisher, Phil Jack. I mean, we can go on and on. It's a well-documented time of where Knicks fans were miserable. So when we go ahead and win a trophy, whether you consider it prestigious or not, I mean, that's always, it's the way how you perceive it. But I consider something being prestigious because you want it. And our Knicks wanted this NBA Cup. Therefore, it is prestigious. We won it. We are now the prestigious Emirates NBA Cup champions. And next year, they're going to come looking for us because we're going to try to defend that title. Of course, this is not the title that we all want. When we started this season, and I proclaimed this to be the season of destiny, the season that we've all waited our entire lives for, it's not simply for this trophy. However, this is a nice place to start from. 1 down, 2 to go. NBA Cup, Eastern Conference Trophy, the Larry O'Brien. And I'm looking for the clean sweep. And if you believe in it, hit us with a like. Hit us with a comment. Hit us with a subscription. Hit us with a super chat. Let us know that you believe in the three: NBA Cup, Eastern Conference, and the Larry O'Brien. I believe it, but I can't give myself a super chat. I need y'all to do that for me, please.
Yes.
The answer is never. According to everybody else, the Knicks fans can never be happy. We can never enjoy anything. But I'll say this. I'm at a point in my life, like Knickerbocker, in my 40s, haven't seen a championship, haven't even seen good Knicks basketball for a really long time. And I'm going to enjoy every bit of everything good that we see. Because I, like y'all on the panel, we are about the same age, have witnessed Knicks players like Andrea Bargnani, Steve Francis, Bino Udrich, Frederick Weiss, Eddie Curry, Ronaldo Balkman, and the list goes on and on and on. So if you can endure that shit and can't celebrate this Knicks team, bro, you're not a Knicks fan. If you can be miserable all those years and not celebrate the small victories that this team has put forth season after season that they've been together, then you just want to be miserable. You just want to be miserable. And I'm at an age where I can't be miserable my whole life. I take blood pressure medicine. I can't die because of the Knicks. I need to see them win a championship. So I'm going to celebrate the wins.
If you want to remain miserable, I do recommend there is this lovely spa across the Manhattan Bridge on Atlantic Avenue. It's called the Barclays Center. If you want to be miserable, go over there because we're trying to be happy again. We're trying to live to see the Garden become Eden again.
I have to agree with the never sentiment. Because I don't understand how, if you're a fan of this team and you've seen what we look like 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, it was 5 years ago, and to what we look like now, you're not excited and happy. Like 5 years ago, we wouldn't have even been in a position to win the cup if that was a thing. Like, we'd have been bumped as soon as the tournament started. We'd have been out of here.
After
You know
the
what I
first
mean?
game.
And shout out to, Leon Rose for keeping his word when he first started. Everybody always want this man to talk, but they wasn't listening when he first started. He said everything that you need to know that's still relevant to today. He said 4 to 5 years, we will be contenders. And I consider us going to the Eastern Conference Finals last year. That made us officially contenders. We contended for the championship. Like, we didn't make it to the championship, but we was there. We was the final 4 teams. And he kept his word. But we are also looking at a fan base that see these things happening. Seeing that this year that we are right now number 2 in the East. We're 4th in the whole entire NBA, maybe 5. No, they said this one don't count on the win-loss record, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct. It doesn't.
So we're 4 in the whole entire NBA as far as record go. But this is the same fan base that still wants to trade everybody. This is the same fan base. Oh, if you can get Giannis, trade everybody. I'm like, yo, bro, like, I don't think they're ever going to be happy. I think once you're in a spot like this, the teams increasingly get better. If we didn't have that rough start on the road, which the coach admitted was his fault, not the players' fault, we'll probably be number 1 in the East, probably 2 or 3 overall in the NBA. That is early season, you're looking at that team to be a contender. If everything stays right, you're looking at that team to contender. Where we are right now, we are still contenders. And yet, some fans are still not happy. I know the ultimate goal is to win the Larry O'Brien, but you have to start somewhere. There's a starting point. You don't go from just being horrible to Larry O'Brien. You don't start the season from 0 and win the Larry O'Brien. There are steps. Cap said it the best. Knickerbocker Ave mentioned it earlier. This is a stepping stone for greater things to come. You want to use this to continue to build momentum. You got to use this to continue to build momentum in which this team is doing. You are literally watching a fucking, a snowball that turns into the big, like in the cartoons.
The avalanche.
The avalanche. This is the fuck what's happening. Because look, we were, what? I forgot our record at the beginning. I think we had like a bad, like 3-4 game losing streak. And since then, we're like 19-2 or some dumb shit like that. I don't know the record for sure, but I know it's very impressive. What, this is our 5th win in a row?
So this is our 6th win in a row.
7th.
5 that counts.
7th.
No.
This is our 7th. No, because we.
Oh yeah. No, because the last game counted towards our record. So that was 5. So today's 6 in a row.
Right.
Today's don't count.
This is 6 wins in a row. Whether you want to, it counts.
And not only 6 wins, but 6. The last 2 have been against playoff contending teams. Teams that we're not supposed to beat, right? Orlando, we weren't supposed to beat. Everyone had us losing today. They had San Antonio up here because they handed OKC the second loss of their season. Like, beating the champions don't make you better than a team that has owned you, really.
Listen, what you would call it? I forgot what I was about to say. Sleep is starting to take over. Damn, what I was about to say? I forgot what I was about to say. But
Doesn't matter what you think.
That was for you, Uncle Paulie.
yo, But yeah, you know, we are in a great space. It's great to watch Knicks basketball, and if you are not in the frame of mind of enjoying this, are you really a Knicks fan? Are you really a Knicks fan if you like, we still didn't win the trophy yet. We still didn't win the Larry O'Brien yet. We ain't won the NBA championship yet. Are you really a Knicks fan? Because listen, I get up and celebrate. Listen, you know why I wear this hat a lot, right? Because I wear this hat while I'm watching the game. This is my game hat. Because I'm throwing this hat on the ground a lot. And it's not always for bad stuff, right? When we hit a big three, that's what that's what happens. So this is the game hat.
It's good.
This is how I celebrate victories like that. I was standing up in my living room in
That
front of
poor
the
hat has
TV.
taken such a beating from you.
No.
Look, it's bad. Look, it's bad, bro. Yeah. But this is how I was standing up. He said, oh. Yo,
It got to be the beard.
yo, I was standing up in front of my TV today, watching this game in the fourth quarter. I threw my hat down like 6 times in that fourth quarter because of big plays, for sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bro, I was laying down on the couch because I didn't feel good. And as soon as JC started hitting shots, I'm like,
But yeah,
the dogs start jumping up at me like I'm going crazy.
but at the end of the day, you gotta be happy. You gotta be happy for this. We're winning basketball games, man. 5 short years ago, we was a 17-win team. 17 wins
In the lottery. In the lottery.
You know how
With
hard
no
it is?
picks because we traded him for Andrea Bargnani.
That's horrible. Yo, I just saw
Thank
a
you,
couple
Steve
days.
Mills.
Yo, you know, I just saw a video a couple days ago where we were winning a game, right? And it was the final seconds.
And
And
Bargnani for the shot.
I forgot who shot the shot and missed. He gets the rebound and chucks up a 3 when all he had to do was hold it and let the clock run out.
That was Bargnani.
Yeah, that was Bargnani.
And we
Yeah, because he went up for the layup. He went up for the layup and missed. And you hear Clyde saying, "What are you doing?"
and then we end up losing the game.
Yup.
Fucking Andrea Bargnani, man. That's horrible. But 17 win. 5 years ago, 17-win team. How could you not be happy?
Not only for one season. It was like multiple seasons. We were like 19 wins, 17 wins,
We did
17 wins.
It was 17, 21, and 17.
Right.
And then remember, there was that one year we got the bubble. We weren't even invited because we were so bad.
Wasn't even invited. And then the next year, that was the year. That's the 17 win. Yeah, 17 win season. Then the next year, Julius Randle does what he does, puts the team on his back, and we get the and then it's been up ever since. Pause. Yeah, it's been getting better ever since. Every year, there's been progression. Every year.
With the team that everyone says we can't do it with. That's the best part. A team that we've put together of no superstars, and we're getting it done, right? We've created our own superstars.
Sis,
And
far be it for me to steal a rant from somebody, right?
go ahead.
You said that you had a rant, so we're going to address that shit today, right? I'm you know I love me a good rant. I love to get on here and do my rant, so I am not going to take that joy away from anybody. So apparently,
go ahead.
Yeah, no, go ahead, because I don't know the whole thing. I only saw a clip, but go ahead.
So today I'm watching the Gilbert Arenas podcast. And I'm going to tell y'all, Gilbert Arenas and Brandon Jennings and Nick Young, in the words of my brothers here, all three of y'all could eat a dick. Because y'all some Knicks motherfucking haters. How dare y'all say the Knicks will never win because they don't have a second scorer? What the fuck do you call Cat? What the fuck do you call a man that is dropping 20 and 12 on everyone's best center? You put a big man on him, he's scoring. You put a smaller man on him, he's scoring. So how dare y'all? What are y'all watching? Because y'all not watching the same Knicks team that we watching. Y'all not. There's no way. I don't understand. Y'all niggas just talk to get clicks so that y'all can get us real fans outraged so we could talk about y'all dumb shit.
You're blasphemy.
I stopped watching Gil's Arenas show because I don't like McCants. And McCants is the only one saying, y'all bugging. The Knicks got this. Y'all tripping. Cat is number 2. He the only one making sense. And if he the only one making sense, bro, y'all dudes, Brandon Jennings, I don't know what the Knicks did to you that got you so mad at us. Because you hate us for no reason. It ain't our fault you couldn't do shit as a Knick. That's your fault. What you hating on us for? I'm going to drop the mic because my blood pressure is coming up. But I'm tired of people having our names in their mouth without facts.
Yeah.
You know,
You funny, Uncle Paulie.
to point out some shit, right? You know, to point out some shit. You know, Brandon Jennings probably mad because he got traded from the Knicks. You know, but I'm not trying to hear nobody, you know, talk shit like Brandon Jennings. Like you was cool. You had a stretch where you scored a little bit, but you never averaged over 20 points a game in your career. Highest you did was 19, right? And that was one season, right? As a Knick, you averaged like 8 points a game in your career. You couldn't even be the number 2 on the Knicks.
Or 3 or 4 or 5.
You said the Knicks can't win because they need a better number 2, but you weren't better than the number 2 that we got. Never. This is what I'm saying. People be talking crazy like they were really Timothy McTurner, and you were never that. You was that guy in high school, but in the league, And you know, you want to blame it on, oh, I was injured, I got injured. That happens to a lot of people, homie. But that don't make it any better. Well, I don't do what coulda, woulda, shouldas. I deal with facts and what's the evidence laid in front of me. And the evidence laid in front of me is that you were a career 14-point per game scorer, dog. Who gives you the right to make such, you know, criticisms and statements against people who are clearly better than you at the sport of basketball? I could do that because I'm a fan, right? Everybody know in the world that I'm not as good as anybody in the NBA, but that's the perk of being a fan. You actually played the sport. I have real facts and evidence to compare you to the people you talk about. Who, I don't know which one was, but somebody said that, oh, all you got to do is keep on throwing bodies at Jalen Brunson. I don't know what that was.
That was Gary Payton.
It was on Gil's Arena, wasn't it?
Show.
Yeah, it was Gary Payton that said it, I think.
No, it was. They said it on the podcast too. They said all you got to do is throw a bigger guard at JB, and the Knicks is done.
which they've been doing since the last 2.5 years, and Jalen Brunson averages 28, 29, 41. He averages a damn near a 40 burger on every big guard that tries to guard him in a series.
What you call it?
Yeah,
I want to know who said it, because I got something for each last one of them motherfuckers. But it don't matter, right? Aside for Gilbert Arenas, none of y'all were scorers like that. None of y'all. Gilbert Arenas is the only one that got a rightful claim as being a bucket getter. None of y'all were scorers like that. How dare any of you? Kenyon Martin, I know he don't be talking down. For sure, I know he don't be talking down. Because if it wasn't for Jason Kidd, nobody would know who the fuck you are. Jason Kidd made your whole career, because once you left the Nets, you weren't the same guy.
And it was Brandon Jennings that said it.
Back to this guy. Again. Bro, JB is literally averaging this season 27, 28 points a game. You never did that, ever.
And he's shorter than you.
Facts. You never did that, ever. But you sit up there with your charcoal smoked out black lips talking crazy. And you still ducking smoke from Pat Bev. I can't take you serious about anything you say until you play Pat Bev one-on-one. Pat Bev said he gonna smoke you. And you never did it. You ducking that. But yeah, you gonna talk about, all they gotta do is throw bodies at JB. That shows me you don't watch basketball, homie. Anybody that comes to that conclusion, that is the way to guard JB, has not watched him play basketball in the last 2 to 3 years. Because that's all they do. 6'6" and better. All the 6'6" guards and better is who guards JB, and he gives them work. Especially in the playoffs. They had, I can't remember which Thompson it was, Amir or Sard.
Amin.
Oh, yeah. He's like 6'7" and a hell of a defender. JB averaged 30 on him.
Mm-hmm.
Then we go to who we had in the next round. Oh, they had White guarding him.
Black and Suggs, I think.
No. He's talking about Boston.
Oh, Boston. They had
everybody guarding him.
Yeah, White. They had they put Brown on him a couple of times. They put.
But the point is this: White is probably the shortest person they had defending him, and he's 6'4", right? 6'4", 6'5", right? And another 30-piece averaging. Then you go to the Indiana series. They sent everybody at him. The whole team was guarding JB, and he still averaged 30 points a game. It doesn't matter about size. That can't be the strategy. That shouldn't be. They go, oh, we're gonna get the ball out of his hands. We're gonna blitz him. And they still give you 20-something, 30 points. What? I get it. Your mind can't, because they NBA players. Their mind can't wrap around that somebody's JB height could be as good at scoring as he is. But it just is what it is. He's unguardable, homie. He's one of them ones. It's like take it even back to when Jordan came in the league, right? And everybody was bringing up Jordan, and he's not a big man. Nobody from the guard position is going to dominate the league. This is a big man league. And look what happened. I'm not saying JB Jordan. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying your preconceived notions of what it is to be a scorer, an effective scorer, and how to stop said effective scorer is outdated and it's whack. Because JB's giving buckets.
Right. And we don't need him to be that dropping 40 every night scorer. I forget what I was watching where they said, last season he did it out of necessity. The Knicks needed him to do it. This year he's doing it because he can do it, not because we need him to do it. Because when you look at it today, we give our props to San Antonio. Castle defended JB like a fucking beast. He was on his ass. Pause. They were blitzing him. He was ultra aggressive defensively on JB. JB still scored 25. And guess what? He threw in 8 assists on that shit. Oh, you wanna blitz me? I'm about to show y'all that I got a team that could shoot, and I got a team that can penetrate the ball, and I got a team that I can count on when my bad pause. When y'all think y'all about to stop me. You know what I mean? Same thing for Cat. And I didn't get a video of the play, but when they double teamed Cat on that baseline and he threw that bullet of a pass to OG with big ass Wembenyama on him, that shows that this team is ultra talented and trust each other, right? Because Cat previously probably would have forced some shit or went out of bounds. But he kept his composure. He found the open man because 1 + 1 is 2, right? You got 2 guys on me. Somebody's open.
Somebody somewhere.
So they're playing great basketball. And if y'all continue to think that stopping JB is going to stop this Knicks team, I want y'all to keep thinking that. Please, please. No, tea time. Let them keep thinking that shit. Because y'all going to think that and y'all going to play us like that all the way to the motherfucking championship. And we're going to show y'all how we do this, son.
To your point, he's doing it because he can, and everyone's eating. Everyone's eating. That's the beauty. That's the beauty of the whole situation because if Cat didn't sit out as long as he did because his calf was bothering him, he would probably been over 20 points. He had 16.
For sure.
He had 16 and I forgot what, 16 and 12, 16 and 14, some shit like that. But anyway, he would have had over 20. OG had 25. Only reason why Mikal numbers ain't up there because he just had a bad game. The opportunities were there. The shots were there. Then you got how much Jordan Clarkson had off the bench. I know he had over 10. He probably had like 12.
He had 14. No,
14?
sorry. He had 15. 15.
15 for
Kolek
him.
had 14.
Everybody eats. And JB still had 25. That's the beauty of this. Yep. And with that being said, I'm officially sold on Mike Brown. I'm officially sold.
7 plays in double figures.
I'm officially sold. In this stretch of winning, what I've seen, the adjustments that he's made, the way that he could galvanize the guys, call a timeout and change the whole mood of how they're playing the game, that is something that you got to take note of. It's been times that, again, I still contend that I think Tibbs should have got another shot at running his team this season. But it's been times where, like, we be lackadaisical defense. He calls a timeout, and we come out and give the same bullshit effort. Mike Brown sees bad defense early in the game, calls a timeout, and we come out playing defense like a different team. We had a bad first half defensively. We go in halftime, we come out, we look like a different defensive team. I felt the same way about the Orlando game. We had a bad first half defensively. Second half, we come out like a different defensive team. To me, that's coaching. Coaches do that type shit. Whether it's adjusting the scheme, the speech that they give the men in the locker room, coaches have that's coaching shit. This is something that we didn't necessarily see last year. Last year, we won games off of pure grit and determination.
And a lot of hard work. Those
Yeah.
wins were struggle wins.
Yeah. I couldn't tell you a lot of those games like strategically what changed to help us win those games, except for the fact that we just started playing like madmen and JB.
It literally was Josh Hart diving for rebounds, throwing it out, and JB and Dante making crazy shots for the season before that. And last season was a little bit of the same. Josh being Josh and JB being the most clutch player in the league.
Facts. All right, with that being said, it's time to close this bad mama jamma out. You know what I mean? Final thoughts. Good win. Nice to have a trophy to hoist up. You feel me? Are they going to raise the banner on Friday? That's how that works. I don't know. When do they raise the banner? I think it's on Friday or the next home game. Are we home on Friday?
Yep, we're playing Philly.
Oh, so we home.
We're home.
All right, so we probably raise the banner there. It's gonna be dope to see. I'm gonna be tuned in. Great win against a good team. They've been playing like hell. You know what I mean? Let's go Knicks. That's it. Sis.
I mean, I want to just say, enjoy the moment. Enjoy the moment, because these moments come far and few in between. You know what I mean? Like, this team has progressively gotten better. This team has shown us time after time that they want to win for this city and us fans. And so we need to allow them to celebrate small victories, right? Like, we celebrate when we have children, right? We celebrate when our children take their first steps or say their first word, their mama, their dad, right? Allow this team to go through those celebrations as well, because they put in the work. They deserve it. And they say time and time again, they want to win for us. So yes, enjoy this win. Wear that Knicks jersey proud tomorrow. Put that Knicks hat on. Let everybody know that you're a Knicks fan. Not because we won the cup, but because we're proud and we support our guys. You know what I'm saying? They need all the good mojo, and nobody better to give it to them than us fans. So enjoy the win. Back to business we play tomorrow. Back to business tomorrow.
We do?
We play the Pacers.
Damn.
Tomorrow. 6 p.m. my time, so 7 p.m. y'all time.
Y'all, you lying. We play tomorrow.
I'm not lying.
Yeah, no way. No way.
We play tomorrow, the Pacers.
Like that,
Yes, we do. We're in Indianapolis tomorrow night. Wow.
That is whack. No. Thursday.
No.
Yeah, tomorrow, Thursday.
Oh, right. It's 1 a.m.
Yeah, tomorrow, Thursday.
Okay.
Today's already Wednesday.
Forget it, folks. It is currently 1:11 in the morning.
It's already Wednesday.
Yeah.
So we play the Pacers
On Thursday.
tomorrow, Thursday, and then Philly Friday.
And then the Sixers on Friday. All right.
Right. So enjoy it. Back to the regularly scheduled program. But, be a Knicks fan tomorrow. We deserve this shit. It's been too long.
Ladies and gentlemen, your New York Knicks are the 2025 Emirates NBA Cup champions. Enjoy that. And as Sis said, the quest to end a 52-year drought begins again. Well, not tomorrow. That's all that has to be. You don't want to celebrate it? We don't have to.
You scrub.
First of all, don't knock somebody else's happiness. Don't be a dick. Or you can eat a dick. Straight up. I can't stand with somebody. If we're happy, let us be happy. If you're not happy, go over there. Like I said, there's a place, right across the Manhattan Bridge, right down Fulton Atlantic. It's called Barclays Center. Go right over there. They'll accept you willingly. No problem. A lot of our old disgruntled fans are over there now.
Facts. Yeah. Before we get up out of here, one last thing, because even though his time was brief on the court, it was hella impactful. Shout out to Hug Purdy, because ain't nobody gonna give my man no credit. But that time that he was on the court,
I must have went to the bathroom or that when he was on.
Yo, if you went to the bathroom, you definitely missed it. You went to the bathroom, you definitely missed it. He was diving on the floor, getting steals and shit, blocking shots. Yeah, he was out there. But yeah, shout out to everybody that pulled up tonight. If you didn't do so already, make sure you hit that like button. Shares always carry. Your first time here, make sure you subscribe. Hit the notification bell, set it to all so you don't miss any post-game lives. Make sure you check out the Shopify, cop you some merch. Like the good bro said earlier, we got some new fire on there. If you haven't checked it out already, go check it out. And we will see you, on
Thursday night.
Thursday night.
Well, they will see you on Thursday night. I'll be at work. Somebody got to say it.
Hit that outro.
Mic check 1, 2. Tell these rappers I'm outside, get them start acting up. Turning hoes to housewives, I'm cleaning the ratchet up. Do it off from boom back the melody rap. If they gon' put you in the box, then you might as well pack it up. Bars having bars, no cap, I'm Attica, you a precinct. How y'all competing when y'all just decent? Your rhyme efficiency's like logic simplicity. Don't tell me how much that you black, cause I don't see it. That's it.